Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that affects almost every modern car owner: direct injection engines. If you're driving a car built in the last decade or so, there's a good chance it has a direct injection, or DI, engine. Car companies love to talk about their benefits: better fuel economy, more power, and lower emissions. But here's the catch: while direct injection is fantastic technology, it comes with a specific set of problems that can lead to some seriously expensive repair bills if you don't know what you're really looking for. In this video, we're going to break it all down. We'll cover what direct injection is, why it's so popular, the real-world benefits you get, the common issues that pop up over time, and most importantly, the maintenance tips that will help your engine run stronger and last longer. So, what exactly is a direct injection engine? Well, it's all about how fuel gets into your engine's cylinders. In older, more traditional port injection systems, fuel is mixed with air in the intake manifold, just outside the cylinder. Think of it like making a salad dressing: you mix the oil and vinegar before you pour it on. With direct injection, the fuel is sprayed at extremely high pressure straight into the combustion chamber, right where the action happens. It's more like adding the dressing directly to each individual leaf. This precise, high-pressure spray allows the engine's computer to control exactly how much fuel is used, when it's injected, and where it goes. This incredible precision is the key to all the advantages that direct injection offers. Let's start with the good stuff, the benefits. The biggest one for most drivers is better fuel efficiency. Because the fuel is delivered so precisely, less of it gets wasted, and the engine burns it more completely. This means you can go further on a tank of gas, which is a huge deal with today's fuel prices. Another major win is more power. Direct injection engines can squeeze more horsepower out of the same size engine. The fuel spray has a cooling effect inside the cylinder, which allows engineers to use a higher compression ratio. Higher compression equals more power, quicker throttle response, and a more exciting driving experience, all without needing a bigger, heavier engine. Direct injection also helps make cars cleaner. The precise fuel control leads to fewer unburned hydrocarbons and less carbon monoxide coming out of your tailpipe. This is crucial for car makers trying to meet ever stricter emissions regulations. On top of that, DI engines are great at starting in the cold. Injecting fuel directly into the chamber makes it easier to get things fired up on a frosty morning. And finally, direct injection is the perfect partner for turbocharging. Many of today's small, punchy turbocharged engines rely on DI to manage combustion, prevent engine knock, and deliver that impressive power and efficiency we've all come to love. So, with all these amazing benefits, why do direct injection engines have such a controversial reputation? The answer lies in the problems that tend to develop over time. The number one villain in the direct injection story is carbon buildup on the intake valves. Remember how I said older engines wash the valves with fuel? Well, in a DI engine, the fuel bypasses the intake valves completely. This means that oil vapor from the engine's crankcase ventilation system can stick to the hot valves and bake into hard, thick carbon deposits. As this gunk builds up, it chokes off the airflow into your engine. This can cause a whole host of issues: a rough idle, engine misfires, and noticeable loss of power, worse fuel economy, and hesitation when you step on the gas. If it gets bad enough, you could be looking at a persistent check engine light or even engine damage. Another common headache is high-pressure fuel pump failure. These systems operate at insane pressures, sometimes over 2000 psi. That pump works incredibly hard, and when it fails, your car might struggle to start, stall out, or accelerate poorly. The fuel injectors themselves are also more delicate. They have to deliver fuel with pinpoint accuracy, so even a tiny bit of dirt can mess up the spray pattern. This can lead to rough running, engine knocking, and higher emissions. Speaking of knock, direct injection engines are more sensitive to fuel quality. Using cheap, low-octane gas can increase the risk of engine knock, which sounds like a light tapping or pinging noise and can damage internal components over the long term. Another issue is something called oil dilution. Especially on short trips or during cold starts, a small amount of unburned fuel can seep past the piston rings and mix with your engine oil. This thins out the oil, reducing its ability to lubricate and protect your engine. If you're not changing your oil on time, this can lead to accelerated wear. Finally, these engines tend to run hotter, putting more stress on parts like pistons, valves, and spark plugs. But don't worry, it's not all doom and gloom. This brings us to the most important part, maintenance. This is where you, the owner, can make a massive difference. The single most critical thing you can do for a direct injection engine is to perform regular oil changes with the correct, high-quality oil. Clean oil is your best defense against carbon buildup because it minimizes the amount of vapor getting into the intake. Always use the specific oil grade recommended by your car's manufacturer. These oils are formulated to handle the higher temperatures and combat fuel dilution. Fuel quality also matters a lot more. Stick to the recommended octane rating for your car and try to buy fuel from reputable, top-tier stations. This will help prevent knock and keep your fuel injectors clean to directly combat carbon buildup. Periodic intake valve cleaning is a game changer. Services like walnut blasting can professionally remove all those deposits and restore your engine's performance. While it's not something you do with every oil change, having it done every 50,000 miles or so can make your car feel like new again. Some owners also install an oil catch can. This device intercepts the oil vapor from the crankcase ventilation system before it can reach the intake valves, significantly slowing down carbon buildup. A few good habits can also help. Let your engine warm up for a minute before driving aggressively. Avoid constant short trips where the engine never gets fully hot. If you can, combine errands or take a longer drive on the highway once a week to help burn off contaminants. And don't forget your spark plugs. They work harder in an engine, so replace them according to your maintenance schedule. Finally, listen to your car. Don't ignore a rough idle, weird noises, a drop in fuel economy, or a check engine light. Catching these problems early can save you from a much bigger, more expensive repair down the road. So, are direct injection engines bad? Absolutely not. They are sophisticated, powerful, and efficient pieces of engineering. They just demand a higher level of care and awareness from their owners. When you maintain them properly, they can be just as reliable as any other engine, all while giving you better performance and saving you money at the pump. Manufacturers are also constantly improving the technology. Some newer engines even use both direct and port injection to get the best of both worlds, power and valve cleaning all in one. In the end, understanding your engine is the best way to protect it. Now that you know how direct injection works, its pros, its cons, and how to properly care for it, you're in a much better position to keep your car running smoothly for years to come. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more. See you next time.